bonkle.
I'm not doing this again. Is it bonklin time?
I feel like we just bonkled.
I didn't realize it was bonkle o'clock.
Could somebody give me 5 cents and make it kind of cyborg BIONICLE? Am I right?
Oh my lord!
Guys.
Let me see. Let me find out. I can't riff off that one. That one's rough.
I couldn't find a nickel, but I found this Titanic lard-ass coin.
Oh, I love lard coins.
Whoa.
Yeah. Do something with that.
I will. I'll buy a full set of Vahki figures, because that's what we're going to be talking about today. That's right. It's the villains associated with the Toa Metru.
Whoa!
Yeah, I quite liked the Vahki. They were pretty cool. We're going to be doing a dang old quiz about these heckin' freaks today. There's 6 of them. Crazy. So crazy. I would have never seen it coming. You probably didn't see this coming. A lore video. Hi, it's Bionicle Lore Video time. With the introduction of the Toa Metru in 2004, it was only a matter of time before LEGO would develop a set of figures to serve as their direct antagonists. And in late 2004, they delivered with the release of the Vahki. So to recap, the first line of antagonists were the Borak, who were a swarm of creepy monster things. They were followed by the Rakshi, who were a swarm of creepy monster things. And now we have the Vahki, who are a swarm of creepy monster things. That being said, these guys did have some pretty drastic lore differences between the 2 previous lines of villain figures. Rather than creatures that existed purely for destruction, the Vahki were actually mechanical creatures who were originally designed as law enforcement officers. Did you know? In the Matoran language, the word Vahki directly translates to law. So that's very on the nose, thank you. So the Vahki weren't created with evil intent specifically in mind. They were quite literally just there to enforce order in Metru Nui and keep large threats away from the city, but as you'll find out, that wasn't really the case. Because even if they were built just to be sort of a Matoran security depot, they were extremely aggressive and antagonistic to an alarming degree just right out the gate, which is never a good sign when your law enforcement is extremely aggressive and antagonistic. I think this quote from Vakama sums it up pretty clearly. I asked a Vahki something once. I spent the next month scrubbing molten protodermis feeder tubes with my mask. Yikes! Things only got significantly worse after Makuta took control of them, because that's what he does. So yeah, after Makuta took over Metru Nui by disguising himself as Taragaduma and fooling the entire populace, he actually directly had the Vahki hunt down the Toa and imprison all of the Matoran. So if the Vahki weren't villains by that point, they certainly are now. Much like every single Bionicle line up to this point, the Vahki came in a series of 6 different variants, and each one of those was associated with a different district of Metru Nui that they were in charge of kind of watching over and being dicks within. Because they're dicks. Each one of them was a different color, and each one of them had a different signature style of stun staff. And for the first time, LEGO finally abandoned the weird rubber gotcha system thing that they had going with the previous lines of villain figures, instead this time basing the Vahki around the new collectible, the Kanoka discs. The heads of these guys were literally just Kanoka disc launchers. Continuing with the recurring theme of each of the villain lines being able to transform into a different form, the Vahki could switch between being bipedal and quadrupedal, which on paper doesn't really sound that interesting, but considering the fact that the Rakshi's transformation was literally just crossing their legs, I will take this. And I think that about wraps up everything that we need to go over for the Vahki before we dive into this quiz. That was a lot easier than I anticipated that it would be. Hopefully that trend will continue into the future Bionicle lines that we're going to be covering in this series. I know it won't, but just let me dream and have hope while I can. Yeah. Starting things off with round number 1. We're of course going to be talking about the red one first, as we always do. And the red one this time was Nuurakh.
Ooh, I like that little bit of green on him.
There's a splash of color in here.
Yeah, he Christmas
color
colored
on me. A little funky.
Now I have, for us today, I'm gonna have 2 questions per Vahki, as well as a round discussing a type of Kanoka disc for each round. So I really had to figure out a way to utilize the little round part of my template. I didn't want that to go to waste. I figured we'll throw in some Kanoka discs since that's what their faces are used to launch out.
That's fair.
Thank you for the crab core animation. I will not put that in video, but we are looking at that right now. Your first question, and this is a question that's going to be a recurring theme throughout the quiz. What was the power of Nuurakh's staffs? That's right, each of their staffs had a different, unique power, much like a mask would have if this was like a toa. Your options are command, divide, pain, or perception.
Divide. Give me divide,
Okay.
please.
Just going for divide.
Multiplication, please. No, I don't. This was not the vibe I was imagining these were going to have. It's a different vibe entirely. I thought it would be more like the other ones, but this feels a little bit more conceptual. I'll pick pain.
Okay, Nico.
It's a shame I wanted pain. Just give me command.
Okay, I will give you command, and I'll give you a point along with it, Nico, because the correct answer is command.
I'm stupid and I wanted a wrong answer.
I want to see divide.
Maybe you will later, who knows? The power of the command staffs could fill the target's mind with a single overriding command that is obeyed until the staff's effect wears off. Targets were so dedicated that they were known to shove aside others who prevented them from carrying out their orders.
Oh, so brutal the way that they pushed people.
Yeah.
I'm the subway slammer, bitch.
That actually makes it more terrifying, the quote from Vakama, because that kind of insinuates that he got brainwashed into cleaning for a month straight.
Oh,
that could
that's
be.
a good point. That's a good point.
So that's scary. Now, Nuurakh were also known to have a common trait. And for your next question, I would like you to tell me which of these four options was a common trait that was shared by the Nuurakh specifically. Were they always calm? Were they easily frustrated? Were they frequently lost? Or were they extremely loyal?
Extremely loyal feels like a good flip on command, like to tie together with it.
Okay.
Which means I'll probably be wrong as I choose extremely loyal.
Okay.
I want an easily frustrated, unstable little robot to have unfettered access to brainwashing.
Okay, cool.
That seems like the most compelling trait for a villain to have.
I can't open this jar. Do it for me.
Frequently lost also paints the picture in my head of like, I don't know where you there! You there, tell me, guide me to where I need to be. I don't know where I am and I'm scared and lost and going to cry.
So are you picking frequently lost?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you will not be getting a point. However, Nico is 2 for 2 so far. He really knows what he's talking about with the Nuurakh.
I really thought I was wrong.
No, they are easily frustrated. Now here is a gigantic paragraph of information. Wow. For the Nuurakh. Nuurakh guarded some of the most prominent sites in the city, including the forges, foundries, and fire pits. That meant they could not afford to make mistakes, so rather than risk direct confrontation with a target, possibly prolonged chase, the Nuurakh instead preferred to wait in ambush and rely on guile and numbers to win the day. This tactic required a great deal of patience, a quality Nuurakh were not known for, so they were easily frustrated. Vakama learned this the hard way, being forced to use his Kanohi Huna to clean molten protodermis feeder tubes for a month after he asked one a question, as we stated in the lore video. As a result, they were known to turn on each other when things went wrong. It was not unusual to see a Nuurakh squad dispatched to break up a fight among other Nuurakh.
I imagine like two of them getting in an argument, then like two more get sent to break them up, and they get there, and then like they're immediately like, "Oh, why are you arguing?" And then they just start enjoying
You're not
it.
listening to me.
Someone else
You're
tries
not
to like break them
listening
up
to
and
me.
they just
Listen to me.
yeah, they all just they're like, go do your job, and they just like walk away.
Yeah, all 4 of them just.
the four-way go to your room.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just all screaming at each other, arguing. A nice bystanders like, hey guys, I just really think we should choose peace. And all four in unison just go, vomit! And then they just all go back to what they're doing. And the one nice person's just like, I really think.
I was gonna go with the power word die. Just
I was thinking it was gonna be like, remove your head.
suffocate.
In a Lego, in like a movie, that'd be fun though. Cause like, remove your head, and they just be like, and just keep talking. Like, they just vomit up and just be like, Lego.
Now, since the Nuurakh were the Vahki assigned to Ta Metru, I want us to take a look at the Ta Metru specific version of the Keerakh discs.
Wow.
So, just for reference, we could honestly do an entire quiz on Keerakh discs if we wanted to. However, I don't, so we're not going to do that. We're just gonna cover one per round. Because each Keerakh disc had a specific trait depending on where they were from. They could be infused with like a million different powers and like effects, but each type of Keerakh disc branded for each region had like a specific trait tied to it. So, for the Ta Metru disc, what was their specific trait? Were they extra strong, extra fast, absurdly heavy, or completely weightless?
Absurdly heavy.
Okay.
Lends well to them getting easily frustrated carrying this disc around.
God, fuck my neck.
Tries to pick it up, falls out. Fuck!
Tries to launch it,
reasonings.
crashes to the ground.
Yeah. Lands on their toe. Oh shit! And the guy in the corner is just like.
I'm upset with how good your reasoning is for that. However, I'll just be basic and pick extra strong.
Okay.
Maybe it's just a simple one.
It's fair.
None of the other two options really speak to me. I want to follow the heavy narrative.
Okay. I really enjoy the heavy narrative. It's much funnier than the real answer of just being extra strong. So Kyle is going to get a point on this one. Yeah, they were stronger and could knock obstacles out of the way. That is the full description.
The other
Alright.
Keerakh discs cannot knock things out of the way. They're not
I
strong
guess-
enough to
I guess
knock
we'll
things
find
over.
out. I guess we'll find out later when we talk about
guess
the
so.
other Keerakh discs. We're
That's
gonna jump
kinda
ahead into
concerning.
round 2 first, and we're gonna talk about the Vahki from Ga Metru, which was the Bordakh. This was the only Vahki figure I owned.
Ooh,
I really liked his
I like-
blades.
I've
like
had
the
both of
navy
their
blue.
stabs so far.
Yeah, you know what? I definitely had these stabs, but I do not recognize the color palette, unfortunately.
I
like
think it's a
its
good color
a
palette.
lot.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
He's a Chicago
nice.
Bears fan.
I'm realizing that I may have done as Mitch did and not built these according to their sets.
Weird thing is, I don't remember buying them. I only remember the Borak and the Rakshi. I don't remember these guys at all in the store.
Looks a lot more yellow to me than an orange.
It's orange.
myself.
It's a bright orange. It's a bright.
It's a
That
little
looks
bit of a
orange to me.
gradient. It's a little bit of a gradient. There's a brighter orange at the top of the head and like a slightly
That's what we
darker,
call
less
lighting.
less
Well,
vibrant
slap me
orange.
and call
at
me
the bottom.
Nico because damn, that looks yellow as fuck to me. At least in this image here.
Tell us in the comments
Stupid, you can't see
below if
color?
that's
Stupid!
yellow or orange.
Looks yellow as fuck.
I'm gonna Google another picture of him. What the fuck is this guy's name? Bordakh? Yeah.
You're the one running the quiz. I don't know.
Images. It still looks pretty orange to me. I don't know. Oh, maybe it's yellow. It really depends on the lighting, to be
It
honest.
rides on the
Yeah,
line. Orange and yellow aren't that far apart, boys.
It's an orangey yellow. I stand by what I said. He's a fan of the Chicago Bears, a player for the Chicago Bears. Even more
like-
likely. He's probably their kicker.
It does not.
It's definitely
very
not
different.
Chicago Bears orange.
No, he's
Yeah,
the
it is.
Chicago
Definitely not
Bears.
that. But he's also
Yeah,
not
that's-
the Chicago Bears blue.
He's pretty shit. I think the blue is pretty
closer
Chicago
there.
Bears.
He is a bear.
It's-
Anyway, what is the
Caleb
power?
Williams, is that you?
What
Anyways,
is the
go on.
power of the bear's staff?
No, he was on
Did it have the power of emotion, perception, truth, or loyalty? What does Chicago best encompass of these 4 traits?
Perception. Gotta
Pope's from there. I'll
perceive the
pick
bean.
truth.
One for perception, one for truth.
I'm gonna say emotion, and they spend all of their free time rage baiting the red guys.
Never mind. Wait. I want to switch to loyalty, off of truth because the Pope thing probably real, but loyalty mainly because if we're tying this into the Chicago Bears, it's a very loyal fan base for a team that was not good for a very long time. So if we are picking one based on like the Chicago Bears specifically, I would actually pick loyalty. So I'm going with that.
Okay. The Chicago Bears have brought you truth. The correct answer is loyalty. Kyle has a second point. And you do have to be quite a loyal fan to stay on the Chicago Bears ship. I feel bad for them pretty much every year.
They're decent now, so
I'm an
they finally
Eagles
did it.
fan. I've had mostly bad seasons my entire life, so I get it. They can fill a target with strong desire for order. Targets have been known to seek out troublemakers or betray even friends in their pursuit of order. So I guess it just,
Command with less control.
yeah, it's like command, but more specific.
Interesting.
It's probably like lasts longer, affects more people or something.
I guess command, is like, you can just tell them to do whatever. Loyalty seems to just be like, oh man, injustice really makes me upset. I want to go do vigilante justice on behalf of these blue men. Ah!
Yeah. Yeah, command
Bears.
will make... Command will make a victim shove people in pursuit of their goal. Loyalty will make a victim shove people in the pursuit of justice.
Yeah.
All of Metro Nui is mine for the slammin'. We return.
Okay, cool. I have another question for you about Bordakh. What was Bordakh's favorite thing to do? As a resident of Chicago, aka Gametru, canonically that's Chicago now. That's added to the Bionicle canon. Gametru is Chicago. There is no difference. What is a Borakh's favorite thing to do? Is it loudly scream, chase enemies, torture prisoners, or swim?
I mean, if I'm staying on the Bears train, I'm gonna pick loudly scream
Okay.
because it's certainly not any of the others. I mean, they're probably rowdy enough to chase their enemies at the stadium, but like the other ones, I don't think so much. So
What is
I'll
playing
take loudly
football
scream.
if not chasing enemies, to be fair?
What is playing football if not torturous?
I really, Nico, I really thought you were gonna go. What is playing football? just full stop. And you're just like, yeah,
I mean,
what is that?
If we're being real, I mean, I could ask that, but no, it's
Ask
he
Mr.
likes to
Chicago
commit
Bear.
war crimes.
Okay.
What is football if not competitive cosplay glomping? I feel like if they have the power of forcing loyalty into someone and make them pursue justice, they probably don't have to waste their time torturing anyone. I'm gonna pick chase enemies.
I figured you were gonna say they don't have to bother chasing because they're gonna send people after them. But
No, I don't think that far ahead.
and you got a point because of it. Because the correct answer is chase enemies. Now it should be said that the Vahki, the Bordakh were the only Vahki with any real skill underwater. So swim is kind of a thing, but I'm not gonna give a point for that. But it's because it says even so they preferred to stay on dry land. So they're the only ones who knew how to swim, but they still didn't like doing it, I guess. Which is a vibe. Here's a giant paragraph of lore about how they like to chase enemies and stuff. The Bordakh were tactically the most cunning of the Vahki. They preferred to complete their objective while minimizing risk, but they did enjoy the chase. When Matoran talked about Vahki and their love for the chase, they were usually speaking of Bordakh. These Ga-Metru Vahki loved pursuit so much that they would sometimes give an offender a head start just to make things more interesting. An old Matoran saying went, Bordakh like things that run. Okay. Bordakh worked in small, highly mobile squads since having too many involved in a chase took all the fun out of it. Bordakh were even known to let a captured offender escape just so they could pursue him or her again.
Is that why they never won a Super Bowl?
Yeah, they just like the chase. They don't actually want
yeah, they don't want to win a Super Bowl. They just want to like kind of maybe get into the playoffs. Like, ooh, can I make it even in the conversation?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
They're just there for the fun of the running around. They want yardage, not victories. And that's pretty cool.
Somehow they've made it through this game.
Yeah,
somehow they made it through this game running the ball about 500 total meters, but not a single touchdown.
Yeah, they like to fumble right in the red zone so that they can do it all over again.
Yeah, it's like, actually, why don't we do that one more time? Also, while we're talking about the Bears, just because the Rams beat them in the playoffs, hey Bears fans. Yeah. All right, go on ahead. Let's continue.
Wow.
Let's go
I don't think anybody watching this channel cares about football. Here is a Ga-Metru Kanoka disc.
You never know. I just gotta I rub it into the people that do.
It's
if
fair.
they show up randomly.
We'll make sure to hashtag Chicago Bears on this video, so we'll get all of them here.
Just for me to flip them
let
off.
them know.
I'm curious. Are you gonna tell us what those numbers mean?
I had it written down and then I didn't, so it means something.
I thought it was just like a code of like their print or like
a part
No,
serial number.
it means something in the lore.
Does it really? Yeah, I thought it was like a serial number kind of thing.
I also, while he's looking that up,
serial
have to
number.
say that it's pissing me off that the first one was asymmetrical with that little dash at the left, and now this one is symmetrical because it's added a dash on the right.
But what if the next one's gonna add another dash on the other side?
I'm sure it is,
then
and that's what's gonna piss me off even further, actually.
But at least it has a reason.
Man, I'm just like the first guy that we talked about. I can't remember their names because they're just sounds.
Most
This one kind of looks like a Bionicle
quizzes.
villain ahead.
Kind of does actually.
It
Looks like
does.
one of the masks.
It does actually. This second one does.
Tyler, what have you learned?
Nothing. I can't find it. Put in the comments below what the serial numbers mean. I don't remember. I don't have time to reread the wiki page. Oops, my bad. Here are your 4 options for what the Chicago-style Kanoka disc did. Was this heat-seeking, controlled via thoughts, explosive, or able to teleport?
Explosive.
Okay.
Because what is a Chicago-style pizza other than explosive to my guts?
Gross to look at.
Now, I'd like to
actually.
clarify. Or
Just gonna make
this-
enemies out of Chicago people. Like that's all this episode is.
I went to
This is
Chicago
what you
once
should-
and I had a delightful time. It was like a very nice city. So
I know
I
a
don't
guy
know
that
nothing
loves
about
Chicago. Ron from channel lore. Ron, who I've brought up before in other things, lived in Chicago for a long time, and he loved it there. So he talked very highly of it. So
guy.
go Ron.
Bean. I'd like to clarify. These are abilities of this disc, correct? Not abilities that it gives the thing wielding it.
right, it is a trait that the disc made in Chicago/Ga-Metru will always have. The disc can be infused with various powers.
Okay.
But this is just like if it is a Chicago-style disc, it will be one of these following 4 traits.
I just wanted to confirm because the idea of the thing that loves the chase being able to teleport was really good. The idea of the disc being able to teleport, I don't give a shit. Give me explosive.
Okay, 2 for explosive.
Yeah, if it would have been the other option that you presented, Nico, where it was it gave the user the power of that, I wouldn't have picked explosive.
Hey, I don't know, man. I just finished Fire Force, and there are people that just explode as a power. Like,
I prefer to watch kid anime. Mitch, what is your choice?
I mean, it can't be heat-seeking, and if it is, that'll be a really interesting explanation, because that kind of takes the agency out of the chase now, doesn't it? But what gives more agency is controlled via thoughts. I'm gonna pick able to teleport because that's too much focus on not the chase.
Okay, I was about to give you a point, but you pivoted
want
because
it.
controlled via thoughts is the correct answer.
Fucking you.
Mitch wants
Are you
to
from
chase.
Chicago?
He doesn't want the points. He wants to make a comeback later on. He could have tied it
He
here, but
loves
he
the
didn't.
chase.
Yeah, they could change direction in midair according to the user's thoughts.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The most toxic abilities in Boomerang Fu.
Shout outs in the comments below if you've lost friendships over a nice hearty game of Boomerang Fu.
It's a really fun game. It's
the
just a
PlayStation.
cute, fun game.
Round number 3, we're moving on over to Lee Metru to take a look at Vorzakh, which is quite a name. This guy does have some little clompers.
I had
Don't think I
this
had these.
dude. I remember those little snippy claws so good. Ooh.
They still got that good green too.
Yeah.
That's like the best
Yeah.
green.
That's a
It's
good
a very
like,
nice
green. Ooh, yeah.
The deep orange really gives him a peas and carrots vibe that I hate instinctively because fuck vegetables.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it because I was like, please tell me everyone sees orange here.
I just decided not to comment on the color.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I wasn't gonna say anything until anyone else said something. But like, this is orange.
Yeah.
The
This
last
is
one was a
orange.
very
Last one
yellow
was-
orange. This one is a very red orange. They
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
both
Okay,
orange.
yeah.
I will hear that argument.
Yeah.
Oddly from Nico, but I'll hear that argument.
The previous round was like orange juice colored, which leans on the yellow side.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
like a
a good
tangerine.
argument.
Yeah.
That's a bravo.
Yeah, this is a blood orange
What a
is
way!
what this
What
means.
a description! What a description! What
Yeah.
are you, a wordsmith? What
I
do
took
you,
a color
what do you-
theory class in college.
What do you host quizzes for a living? What?
It's brought
What
me
do you-
nothing except for this moment. I'm gonna ask you a question that you've never heard before. Because you actually haven't. What was the power of Vorzakh's staff? You haven't heard that specific version of this question before. Your 4 options are sight, erasing, stasis, or navigation.
Erasing. Give me erasing.
Wow,
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't want to pick
Catch up.
those anyways.
Catch up.
Stasis, because I like to think he goes, stay there. Stay right there.
Yeah, they're all staplers actually.
Timeline.
Yeah, they're just.
He forces you into
And
stasis
yeah,
and then
moving.
just gives you a flat top.
Don't make me post crab rave again. I'll do it.
Stay there, and you're hip now. There you go.
Nico, I did not hear what you said.
Sight.
Sight. Okay, so you were wrong. Glad I checked in. I am giving a point out though, because he do be not stapling. He's erasing. So Mitch got his.
Don't call it a comeback, please, because I'm probably still gonna lose.
We'll see.
That was like a full 180 on that one. You were like, "Oh, don't call it a comeback. Actually, don't, please.
Keep your expectations low. I beg of you.
Temper, quick, hurry, temper."
The Vorzakh staffs could temporarily eliminate targets' higher mental functions, leaving intact only motor skills. The targets of these staffs were called shamblers. Laymatouran were used to seeing shamblers wandering aimlessly in Laymetry. That's crazy.
Give
That
your brain a flat top.
they.
Yep.
This is easily the only. Oh, I got a little angry. Oh, I like to chase them. I remove your brain function, and I'm called a shambler. That's insane. I wish somebody called. Like, I wish I was menacing enough that someone's like, they call him the shambler.
Well, no, he's not the shambler. The victims are shamblers because they.
Oh, the people who got
wandered around
brain
in
sliced in
shambles.
half.
No,
Yeah.
they call him the shambler.
It was like a slur for the victims. Yeah.
The shamblerer.
The shambler.
Now I'm just thinking of Chandelure cover from Swedish Chef.
The chandelier.
Wow.
See, I thought you said the Pokemon Chandelure,
That's-
and I really didn't understand, but you meant chandelier by
Yeah, no, I
Sia.
also heard Chandelure
Okay.
and was very
I'm
confused.
sure I said that, actually. I'm 100% sure I said that and did not catch it. I was just thinking too hard about the Swedish chef.
Well, speaking of the
you
Swedish
say
chef, it's funny you mentioned him because the Vorzakh and the Swedish chef both loved to do one of the following 4 options.
I am so excited about Swedish Chef lore. Let's get it.
That was genuine shock on your face there, Kyle. It was crazy.
Thanks.
This is real. It was on the Bionicle Wiki, and I didn't just come up with it as a segue right now. Your options are: did they love to play tricks on each other, shoot down flying objects, smash through buildings, or drop Matoran from great heights?
I love the idea that on the Swedish Chef Wiki, it says that in his spare time he loves to drop Matoran from great heights.
I would prefer to see him with like a shotgun, just taking down birds.
Just purr. I'm just gonna pick. Well, play tricks on each other. Like, I don't know, removing your thoughts. I'm gonna pick smash through buildings though.
Okay, cool.
I feel chaotic.
They'd probably just play tricks on each other. I like the idea that the guys with the horrific power of lobotomizing you on site also are just like,
Nico, did you pick? I'm sorry.
Yes, skeet shooting.
Skeet shooting, okay.
Oh,
cool,
okay,
cool.
okay.
Yeah.
So one of you did get the correct answer.
Can't
Vorzakh and the Swedish chef both enjoy smashing through buildings.
Okay.
Let's go. Rather,
Vorzakh were very destructive and often slammed through various buildings and chutes in Le Metru. They were designed, however, to go around all the obstacles, but figured out about the ease of just smashing through the obstacles. To a Vorzakh, they want to end a chase as soon as possible and would destroy buildings just to capture a single Matoran lawbreaker. So that's fun.
I don't know why I'm imagining, you know, that that video of the guy just at his grill in his backyard, and then a horse just comes crashing through his back fence, and they stand there staring at each other.
I sure don't.
That's
Very
this
good.
guy. He crashes through the gate and then just like removes the bodily function for reacting to it.
Yeah. Crashes through, the Matoran goes, huh? And is then frozen there because they're lobotomized on site.
Yup.
Unfortunate about that grill though. It's gonna be char soon.
Speaking of char and grills, wouldn't you love to cook up a nice rare Le Matoran Kanoka dish?
It's
on the
back
old
to
grill?
being asymmetrical
and now we're at 5.
in a worse way.
We really went 1, 2, 5.
Well, they do mean something. And maybe,
Right.
maybe I was supposed to show this guy 5th. I just went in the order that they were listed on the Wikipedia page. So
Oh, so
Frogger.
definitely one of the next. The next one's either gonna be 3 or 4, certainly, or 6.
This one just kind of looked like a tennis ball.
in a way,
Frogger.
Kind of see. Oh yeah, it is Frogger. Wow.
or like a
Also Frogger.
5-lane highway
Or insane Pong.
or 4-lane highway.
Video ball.
4 lane. 4
Yeah.
lane.
I can
You
count.
said 5, and I really had to start count. I was like, can I not
6
see
lane.
correctly? Where's
No, I just
6-lane
miscounted.
highway. Those 2 curves are just real weird.
Yeah, those are.
You gotta cross a real big median.
Just the 2 fun lanes that just are like fucking curves.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh,
That's what my
Plant,
GPS.
I missed you.
That's what my GPS thinks I'm doing sometimes when I'm driving. It's just like, you're
Yeah.
over here. Oh, actually, you're over. Oh, you're over here. Those
Yeah.
are just for your GPS to think you're driving.
If you ever get stuck in traffic on a Pittsburgh freeway, it will think that you are not on the highway anymore and you are in the middle of the city on a street somewhere, and will completely reroute you to think that you're like a mile away.
or the river.
Or in the river. What were the traits of the Le Metru Kanoka discs, which have nothing to do with the Swedish Chef or Pittsburgh. Were they able to fly faster, fly further, fly in a spiral motion, or fly straight up or down?
Spiral motion. It's taking the fun lanes.
Okay, cool.
Straight up or down.
Okay.
Straight up or down? I'm not picking
Imagine
that.
just
I'm
like
just
hitting someone
I'm
on the top of the
befuddled.
head with the flat.
Yeah, they just use them as pogs. Like,
Use it as a distraction so you can lobotomize them. Just
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just prepare for death. What the?
Are you sure that's not a spinner?
Yeah.
And before they ever look down, half their brain's gone. Maybe faster. I don't know.
Maybe not, Kyle. Everyone's wrong. It's further.
Oh.
Okay.
To make the chase
Why?
not as long.
I don't know. The full description is flew further. That's it.
Oh, cool.
Hell yeah.
That's what they,
The
that's what
person
they be doing.
The
That's
person
super
writing the
cool.
wiki got lobotomized. These guys just didn't
shit, he got
wasn't
to
able
him.
pump more. He
Further
got
than
him.
what? Further than what?
Round number 4. We're going on down to the old shafts and caves of Onu Metru, where we have Rorzakh, which kind of sounds like Rorschach, but it's not.
I had those. I had that staff too.
this guy.
Yeah.
Has a very nice neon, like highlighter green that's almost yellow.
Yeah. Yeah. Puke.
It's almost yellow, Kyle. It's a
Baby
green
food.
that is so aggressive it is almost yellow, but
it's
it's
green.
still green.
It looks mostly yellow because it's mostly in that light, but the part that's in shadow where you can see the translucent does show it's.
I
I
had this, it's
zoomed in.
green.
I zoomed in and looked at it a little closer,
Yeah.
and I do see some green in there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It is
But like
a-
when it was small over there, I was like, because you were like neon highlighter, and I was like yellow, and like green. I was like, and then I zoomed in, and I was like, oh, I guess there is kind of green, huh?
Yeah.
And
It's
I
like
get it.
the
Yeah.
really awful, just blind your retinas, green tipping into yellow.
Baby
One of
poop
the
green.
worst greens, but it looks great on this guy. Really, really.
It does. It does.
Highlights
It
the
works
background
against
very
the
well.
It's like pitch
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
yeah. It's the only thing you see before you're not lobotomized, but maybe one of these.
Yeah, before you are hit with, I realized I can't really use these in the context of that sentence, but what is the
Yeah,
power of a
yeah.
staff? Is it silence, illusion, presence, or exchange?
The fuck does presence mean?
Looks like it goes.
It does look like a pile bunker.
No, it looks like a screwdriver. You go
If it
Look, I do
were
that too.
on you.
So, okay.
Hits you with the Phillips head. Just unscrews your fucking mask
Right to the side of your
sides
face.
of your-
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with he's exchanging kinetic force for Matoran life.
Oh, okay.
That is not the law of equivalent exchange.
It is
It
now.
is in Bonkle world, baby.
Yeah, boom.
I'll go down the rabbit hole of because he's like pitch black, so you're kind of like looking at him weird as he's coming towards you with the bright face, so it's like an illusion almost. So I'll go with illusion, even though everything I'm saying has nothing to do with his actual stabs. It's about every other part of him, so that makes no sense at all. I'm still doubling down and give me illusion.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that presence can go both ways. That he can like erase his presence from the surroundings, or maybe also, and I always come back to this, but just like the energy that some characters feel in a show where they're just like, they sense that something is coming, but they do not know what it is and they fear it.
You're wrong in your description, but you're correct in your guess. The correct answer is presence. So,
What do it mean?
Oh, I was guessing presence.
yeah, that's why I gave you a point.
Yeah.
For presence, because
Oh,
presence is
yeah.
correct.
Yeah, sorry,
I said you were
the
wrong
green
in your
guy got to me.
explanation, but the guess was correct.
You're not very present right now, Mitch.
No.
You're not very gift right
The present staffs would allow the Rorzakh to see or hear what the target sees or hears without the target's knowledge. These tools had the longest lasting effects of all the stun staffs.
He's a wiretap.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's
interesting.
Also terrifying.
Yeah.
They've gotten more terrifying as we've gone on.
Yeah.
This is arguably less terrifying than a lobotomy, but
you could think that you're in the privacy of your own home, just jorkin' peen till the cows come home, and wouldn't you know it, there is a Rorzakh looking straight through your eyes to your little Matoran gear nub. Just whoop, whoop, whoop.
I'm imagining there's two. What are they? Rorzakh. They're standing next to each other and they're not saying anything, and then just like one of them goes, "I didn't want to see that."
Now we have more to talk about for the Rorzakh, because not only did they inadvertently watch Matorans watching bonkle porn, they also were described as one of the following. Were they overzealous, dramatic, nihilistic, or unmotivated?
Unmotivated. They're watching live streams all day.
That's exactly what I was gonna go for too, but I won't. They're dramatic.
Okay, that was a dramatic pivot for sure.
Thank you,
Nico.
Was gonna go for dramatic, but none of it really matters anymore. Nihilistic.
You're right, none of it matters because no one's getting points. You ignorant fucks. The correct answer is overzealous.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
that actually makes sense. Yeah, that's actually.
Though not the fastest or strongest Vahki, Rorzakh were made to simply be efficient and hardworking. Instead, they came out overzealous to the extreme. Rorzakh were so committed to never giving up on a chase that they would rather risk destruction than let an offender get away. There were stories about Rorzakh plunging into mine shafts to catch fleeing criminals, free-falling to their destruction. Their preferred tactic was to simply keep chasing their target and wait until they were too exhausted to keep running, then attempt to capture them. In later models, Nuurakh, who's the guy, the Matoran who built all of the fucking Vahki, who I left out of the video, but I probably should have put him in the lore video, attempted to dial back some of this self-destructive devotion to duty, but the results usually ended up worse than before.
Oh.
Dude was bad at his job, I guess.
Yeah, they're cartoon villains, but also persistence predators that can always see and hear what you do.
Yeah. It's a weird combination of traits.
Yeah.
Speaking of weird, here's an Onumetru Kanoka disc. It's not really that weird. It's like the most symmetrical one.
It is, and it's the first one that ends in a 9. It ends in something other than a 1 or a 2.
True.
Nope, there was one with a 2.
Sure was. Numbers are fun.
Anyway, this is a railroad crossing, a 2-lane road.
I was thinking of a round football. Don't ask me to explain it.
You're right.
Anything, Kyle?
1.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, of course.
I think that it looks like a nice perforated
1
thing of 1.
Wait. I noticed something. The last number corresponds to the number of dashes that go around the circle. There are 9 on this one, and the others have 1, 2, and 1.
Oh.
Guy's a genius.
Wow. Nico might be onto something.
What does
Tell
it
us in
mean?
the comments below if he's right, because I genuinely don't know. So, Onumetru Kanoka disc, what could it do? What was its trait? What were they known for? Were they able to go through any surface, instantly hit their target, able to stop in midair, or returned to thrower after launched?
So stop in midair begs the question, can they then resume their prior momentum? Which I love the comedy that could come out of that, of it like stopping just short and then full throttle going through a Matoran's head. But instead, I'm just going to say that it goes through anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I
That
do
would
think
be the most horrifying if they could see where you were through walls and then shoot in that direction.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
a little OP. I do like. Oh, go ahead. What are you gonna pick, Mitch? What are you gonna pick? Tell me what you're gonna pick.
Oh. You know what? I'll let you pick first because I want to pick Return to Thrower, but who knows what'll happen. Maybe it'll come back to me after you answer. I'm just throwing it out there.
We'll see what you do because I'm picking Return to Thrower.
Because that's because you threw me the opportunity.
And it came right back
to you.
I do think it's funny that like if it is able to stop in midair, when they stop going. So this guy's is just like not special, but he's like, no, it's cool because it could stop midair. And it's like somebody like it just stops it from going. He's like, oh yeah, I made it do that. It stopped. It stopped going. And everyone's like, okay, buddy, just go back to staring at your live streams or whatever the fuck you do. But yeah, Return the Thrower, please give me Mjolnir.
So anyway, I'm also picking Return the Thrower because it's correct, which means it came back to both of us.
Okay, you're right. It is correct. So you're both getting a point.
Full blame.
It's just Return to Thrower. Return to the Thrower if diverted from course. So says the wiki.
I would have preferred this be like the ultimate predator and just be able to stalk you from parts unseen and then hit you through every material thing in front of
It would
you.
be pretty cool.
Like
Or
to think it
instantly
it
hit
doesn't
you no
have-
matter where you are.
Yeah.
Just, I know where you are. Blows you up.
It's not that it can go through any surface, it's that it does go through any surface. So once it fires it just goes through everything and clips through the world and into nothing.
Yeah. Round number 5. We're moving on down to Browntown with Zadakh. Zadakh? Zadakh? The blue is a very nice complement color
it's
on the
nice.
brown.
It's an unexpected one, but it's good.
Yeah. He's business casual.
I like the little hooks at the end of the stabs.
Yeah, I like that it's just like real crazy hooks and then just regular hooks. Going both ways. I like to imagine he just spins them around. So he's just hooking everything at one time.
They look like they're supposed to articulate at the end.
Perhaps.
Like turn into like mantis claws or something.
I feel like they
have some supports.
don't.
They might.
I'm pretty sure
It
these
looks like a
guys
hinge.
were in the movie and they were just kind of weird hook looking things.
Yeah.
They weren't that
All of these look like they have like pistons on them. Like everything kind of looks like they move on these stabs for all of these.
Mm-hmm.
And then then in the movie they don't actually do that. It's not as cool.
Lame.
That is cool. Their
I am
aura.
realizing right now that I'm looking at it a little bit closer. All of like the arm bits, like the whatever scythe thing, whatever you would call them, I don't care. They all have like purposeful like scratch marks on them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like a very
all
specified
weathered.
texture.
Yes.
Yeah. I kind of like the look, and also that like as a
little bit
child
on the
I
body,
get this. It's like, oh wow. Now I'll never have to worry about them getting kind of damaged because it was meant to be there, and the parents are like, "We have to buy you a new one because this is how it's supposed to look."
I'm pretty sure the actual figures were not pre-battle damaged. I think they just added that as a texture onto the renders.
Oh, did they? Okay.
I believe
it makes
so.
them look cooler.
Yeah.
It does make them look cooler, actually. I actually really like it. I wish it was real.
Well,
I don't know if
you
it's
can
real.
easily do that by just chewing on your bionicle pieces.
I'll get right to
Don't
it.
swallow them. They're a choking hazard.
Should've
But
said
if
that
you
quicker,
do
I
manage to
died.
swallow them and not choke on them, you have really cool poop.
And you acquire
Here
the
is
Mask of
your
Light.
options for the Zadakh staff power. Was the power of suggestion, justice, memory, or lies?
Go on first, Mitch.
I'm gonna be mad if it's suggestion. I'll pick memory.
See, I'm gonna be mad if it's justice. Because we had that happen earlier. That was the thing. Justice.
No one gets points. The correct answer is suggestion.
That's 3 now. That's like really similar.
lame.
Well, let's hear the
Well, I mean,
description.
they're all stun
Yeah.
staffs. They're cop weapons for bringing in people. So
Yeah, but like, be creative!
I want to see
they're-
them defragment a
they're really
motherfucker.
creative with
Yeah,
the
give
designs.
me more lobotomies! Give me more lobotomies!
the suggestion staffs made the target more susceptible to suggestion. Just so,
So
you
this is
know.
the weakest one.
Slightly
Just
more
made
humane
you-
control.
After using these staffs, Zadakh typically enlisted another Matoran who would convince the troublemaker to return to work. And there you go.
I guess
So-
they're the most peaceful ones.
So he just leans over to the offender's buddy and goes, "This guy's being kind of an asshole, don't you think? You should go tell him."
Essentially, he just like
Yeah!
it's just like the power of alcohol. Like you're just like more open to suggestion after
Okay.
you've had a few. He just
Yeah, of course,
he just
yeah.
fucking crawls up to you and just pours some beers down their throats and then just like
Jesus
pushes them back.
Christ.
Those are bottle openers.
So it's a company meal at a black company. I got it. He still sucks.
Well, maybe this next question is going to make you like him a lot more. Because even if he did have a suggestion staff, he did love doing one thing more than anything else in the entire dang world. So, what was that thing? Did they like to eat, sleep, fight, or hide?
The burp was a hint. It's eat.
Hide.
Sleep. It's gonna be weird if it's fight.
It's fight!
This guy sucks.
Explain it to us.
So he just leans over and suggests that they fight him.
He seems to be solving the conflicts peacefully.
guy.
Yeah.
And then like you just like, it's like, who? And you just like point at a mirror that's pointing back at yourself. It's just like,
It's that you know
son
that,
of a bitch!
that trend on social media that's like somebody walks up to somebody who's like, "My friend thinks you're really cute. They're over there," and then the camera turns and the person runs back to
Yep,
be right
yeah,
there.
it runs.
It's like it's the opposite. It's just like, hey, that guy looks like he wants to fight. And he's like, where? And he runs back around and he's like,
Zadakh were ideally suited for open spaces as they were fastest when running in a straight line and did not handle changes of direction well. Of all the Vahki, Zadakh used their staffs the least, which I guess makes sense considering they sucked balls. Where Bordakh loved to chase, Zadakh loved to fight, usually being the first into combat and the last left standing, which was aided by the fact that they were also physically the strongest of the Vahki. This often led them to ignore Matoran violations of the law, since fighting with a Matoran was no challenge, and instead focus more on situations involving Rahi. While they would act if the Matoran action was serious enough, or if they had orders to guard a site, their preference was always clear. They just I will drink beer and fight bear. This is my calling.
very good.
hell yeah.
And then if they had a dang Po Metru disc, while they were in Po Metru, their home Metru, they would be looking like this.
Yeah, 4. That's a 4.
What?
There are 4 of them.
I think
that one's
Nico might have
fucking
figured it
cool,
out.
Actually, that one's really cool.
Now
Yeah,
we just
that looks like a shielded
need,
Power World.
we just need the last one to have a 4 at the beginning.
I have a feeling it will be. It
I don't
does. I looked
trust
ahead,
you.
yes, so that we can assume that the first number in the serial code is related to the Metru that they're in, and then the last one is related to the amount of things that have to mean something, and I don't know, maybe it's
Yeah.
power level.
Surely
what
not.
the-
No, again,
middle
there's like a wide spread of different powers that they can have. There's 8 different powers that they can have. So maybe the number in the middle is representative of, I don't fucking know. Anyway, what is the Po-Metru disc? What is their quality that they all have? Did they home in on Matoran? Did they home in on Rahi? Did they home in on masks? Did they home in on other discs?
Now hold on just a dang second.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Other discs. This guy likes to fight.
Okay.
I didn't hold. I'm sorry.
No, you got the whole duration. That does actually make sense. Just remove the range factor and start fisticuffing. Is this is just a power for the disc in general, right? Like it doesn't have to be used by these guys?
Correct, yeah. If the disc was made in Po-Metru, it will have this quality to it.
I'm doubling down. Other discs. Let's do it. That sounds fun.
Okay, 2 for other discs.
Masks.
And 1 wrong answer. The correct answer was home in on other discs.
I'm just
Love
glad
that.
it wasn't like incredibly
It's interesting.
specific to Matoran or Rahi. I figured it was only the other two.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it just homed in on other Kanoka and deflected them from their course.
nice.
So it was a disc for getting other discs just the fuck out of the situation, so we can punch
would that-
bears in peace.
Would that result in it returning to sender for the other for the
If
for
it
the
was
black
an
one?
Onumetru disc, then yes.
It's
Otherwise,
gotta
you're
hit
fucked.
something.
But what if it had the power of reconstitutes at random? Then what would happen? That is a power they can
What?
have of the 8 powers that can be infused with them.
At random?
We're not doing a quiz on this, so I could just say this
No.
one of them is reconstitutes at random.
Well, I'm
so that's
glad
fun.
we're not.
It's
but
just like
what do you
automatically
need?
reload randomly.
What?
It specifically says temporarily scrambles the molecules of a target, resulting in a new and unpredictable shape. The scope of the change is tied to the power level of the disc, can affect both living and non-living targets.
Oh my god!
Wait. First number, where it's from. Middle number, what the power is.
Hey,
Last
look, I
number,
found it.
power level.
There
power
was
level?
literally a thing right above the power section that said digits that explains of the Kanoka disc's 3 digits being.
Cool.
Nice.
Good. So give
The
us the
first
definitive.
digit is the metru that it was created in. The second digit is the type of power. The third digit is the disc's power level. So we did figure it out through context. Go us! We did figure it out.
All right.
The type of power.
The
Why
type
do,
Yeah,
so
because,
many, why do almost all of these have
well,
ones?
Well, it's because he just said that like there are 8 possible powers
Yeah.
per place.
Like, they don't all say 314. If it's a Po-Metru disc, it will always start with 3. But depending on the
Yes.
power that was given and the power level, the other numbers would change. So this one
like the
specifically,
answer to this question
it's
is the one.
314. So it is a Po-Metru disc that can use power 1, which is reconstitutes at random, and it has a power level of 4.
No.
The highest level is 9. Only the great discs had this level of power. Level 7 discs contain about half the power of level 8 discs. This digit also determines how many times the disc can be used.
This is
Matora
like how
only
in
ever combined
RuneScape,
discs
half
with
of
identical
99
powers.
is 92.
Don't worry, comments. I've got it already. He meant to say that the 1 would be the home in on other discs, not the reconstitute at random.
No.
No,
The 1.
He got
the
it.
1. The 1 is this one, which is home in on other discs.
No. The 3 is this one. It's Po-Metru. All Po-Metru discs home in on other discs.
But they have an extra
That's the
power
region
beyond
property.
that.
Oh no.
But
I
they
know,
have
that's
an
like we're not
extra
going into the
power
powers
beyond
because the
what you're
powers
saying.
are like 8 different things that are
I'm
crazy.
sorry.
There's a whole other element here.
The whole
I
other element that we're not
fully-
talking about because there's no way to
I
visually
fully-
have this as a fun quiz. So.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
I-
you mentioned it, Kyle, because I fully
Yeah.
just accepted that Tyler was like, yeah, this one has the power that I didn't tell you it had.
Yeah,
Tyler, you
100%.
You just reconstituted this whole quiz with
Yeah, I
information
thought
that
you
you
were
told
just
us.
fucking
You
with me.
really did.
I definitely said earlier.
different.
Each Kanoka disc had a specific trait depending on where they were from. They could be infused with like a million different powers and like effects, but each type of Kanoka disc, branded for each region, had like a specific trait tied to it.
I tried to explain it as well as I could at the
No,
beginning.
yeah, I mean, with
it's
how many
convoluted as
layers
fuck.
there are to these discs, I definitely thought that the 3 was just it's from a place.
Yeah.
Not that
Me too.
because it's from this place, it has this general thing, and then I thought this power specifically we're looking at is the disc that we're looking at, and that's why it's 1. I understand now.
Yeah, no.
But
So
that's
You
not
can-
the case.
It can home in on another disc and then dissolve it.
Yeah.
Round number 6 is the last dang round of the dang old day. Fellas, we're going on to the chilly, icy, cold, snowy mountains of Kometru,
thanks.
where we have the Keerakh, who are pretty dang cool
Yes.
looking.
White and light blue. Yes.
Oh, I think I had this motherfucker too. Yeah, look at those saw blades. Ooh, yeah.
Big heckin' bread knife hands that he's got there.
Oh, yeah.
Slice some sourdough with this guy. Yeah.
He's about to cut some loaves up in here. Now, what is the power of the bread knives? Is it influence, communication, psychosis, or confusion?
It's probably influence.
Actually, that would make sense.
Influencing this slice of bread to fall off the loaf.
Even
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
even lamer, I'm going with communication as either a bullhorn or a walkie-talkie that a police officer would usually have.
Don't
Okay.
ever say it like that again.
Officer?
Officer.
What's wrong with how I say officer?
Stop.
I'm gonna take confusion.
You're gonna take another point. I think you can't be caught
Oh
now.
yay! I was really hoping it wasn't gonna be psychosis. That's a bit heavy.
That is heavy. It's very
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
why?
just-
I think Kyle can still tie with you.
I can't wait.
But I doubt he will. The
Me
confusion staffs would scramble the target's sense of time and place to prevent them from further troublemaking. It was not unusual to see a dazed Komatoran targets of the staffs wandering in Kometru. Komatoran viewed the staffs of confusion as more merciful than the Vorzakh staffs of erasing, which I guess makes sense.
Yeah.
They wouldn't
most
lobotomize you.
things-
They would just make you
They just give you vertigo.
confused for a minute.
Yeah, I would say that most things are kinder than a lobotomy.
I
Yeah.
hope they're not doing that to anyone working in a dangerous environment. Don't confuse any factory workers, please.
Or else you accidentally become a different race of these guys because you've created a lobotomy.
And what were the Keerakh considered masters of, other than confusing people? Were they masters of deception, strategy, destruction, or foraging?
Strategy. The lame one again.
Their power involves turning a target into an unpredictable variable. So strategy would be interesting. But I'm just gonna fuck it. Foraging. Why is that here?
Yeah, that's what I've been humming at for a second, but I am gonna pick deception because that feels closer.
Okay, you picked deception because I was trying to deceive you with foraging, but I also deceived you with deception because the correct answer is strategy.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
And just like that, Nico can't be caught.
I think Nico and Kyle are both tied for second place now, so this last round could be very interesting. But now no one can catch Mitch. If my math is correct. It might be wrong. I hope it's not. Keerakh were masters of strategy and tactics. Created for a Metru dedicated to telling the future, they quickly developed a talent for figuring out where a fleeing Matoran or Rahi was going and then getting there first. Very few Komatoran ever saw the Keerakh, except for those who broke the law and were apprehended. These Vahki tended to be spotted out of the corner of the eye, flitting by like a ghost, ever present but never seen or heard.
Ah, cool, edgy. Wow. That sounded sarcastic, but yeah, I'm kind of being genuine here.
Oh, we got one more question, folks.
Oh boy.
Wow.
It's the final question of the day. This will decide who comes in second and who comes in third. If Kyle or Nico gets it right and the other one gets it wrong. And if my math is correct and I actually know what I'm talking about.
Variables. Wow.
We, of course, have to talk about, I almost forgot to send it in chat, but we do, we're talking about the dang Kometru disc.
Impressive.
4! Okay.
4.
It happened. It's the
Yes,
4.
we did determine,
it's gotta be
this
the-
got
yep.
cut out of the video, but we did determine what the numbers actually mean, so.
Yeah.
It's got to be the update
Yeah.
in our streams for when we get exactly 4 gift subs. 4!
I don't think it got cut out when we were like, oh, there's 6. So did you do that in order? I feel like that probably won't get cut. Maybe it will.
I don't know. I won't know until
yeah,
the
so-
future when I'm editing this. And the past
so
when you're
you-
watching this.
so you-
Time is crazy.
So you can take out all the context other than the moments where I went 6 and then 4.
I could. It could be really funny.
Just
if I
be me
did
getting
that.
excited about numbers.
This disc, the graphic in the middle, I don't know why, it just kind of reads like a very silly looking like monster to me. Like the two very
I can
far
see
apart
it.
eyes and then like
Oh, yeah.
just very jagged underbite teeth coming up.
I can
Trapping.
absolutely see it, yeah.
Yeah.
This is an undershot of Snom.
Oh, I love it now.
Trap
What
inches
can the
better.
Snom? What is the
Nevada.
trait of the Snom disc?
Trap inches
What
better.
can it do? I need you to tell me of these 4 options.
Give them now!
Resist gaining friendship. Final answer, Steve.
That is your final answer. You're no longer able to guess from these 4 options. Is it able to turn invisible, able to bounce off walls, able to avoid obstacles, able to split into multiple projectiles?
Those all sound really fun.
Oh.
Bouncy.
One for bouncy.
It's a bouncy.
Simple geometry.
Splitting is kind of cool, but
Best would be splitting and bouncing.
Just turn every room into a death room.
what's more confusing than the ability to turn invisible?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Mitch.
Right to answer was revoked.
Yeah, but I'll still let you say. I'm not going to give you a point if you get it right, but I'll still let you guess.
Okay, sure. I'm honor bound to pick split because I love projectiles that turn into more projectiles halfway through their flight path.
Oh, cool. It didn't matter. You wouldn't have gotten a point anyway. The correct answer is able to avoid obstacles, which means no one gets a point, and scores stay the same.
Woo! Let's
Yes.
go.
Very interested to see what the obstacle dodge ability would do if it was homed in by a Kanoka disc homing one. Like, would it be able to dodge the homing because it can dodge, or would the homing one be able to bypass the dodge because it's a homing?
It's just a very silly game of cat and mouse suddenly.
And then also, if a homing disc homed in on a return to sender disc, but the homing disc had the ability of teleportation, number 8, which means it would teleport the disc it makes contact with, but then that disc would return to sender. If it teleported it to another country, would it still return to sender, like, after a while? And, like, you would just have to kind of just wait for it, like a package in the mail?
No more discs, please.